Hello, beautiful people. Okay, today's video is a little different and may be considered a little woo-woo, but I know it's something that everybody is fascinated by, and that is seeing auras or seeing energies. So for me personally, I've always been highly intuitive. I've always seen the world of energies since I was very, very young, as most people do, but for most children, it actually tends to shut down around the age of 4 or 5. For me, it's always been very active. I will admit I don't see as clearly as I did as a child. I know for me personally as a child, it's almost as though I couldn't tell the difference between the living and the dead because it was all very real for me. I don't see it that way now. But one of my superpowers is being gifted with the ability to see where you are now, how you are in your highest potential, and the blockages that are in the way that are stopping you from getting there, and what I need to do to free you of that. And that's basically what drove me to create the CTC therapy 23 years ago. And as you know, I train therapists. So, and one thing I do is I train highly intuitive therapists. So I believe we all have the skill and we all have the ability. We just need to be nurtured to crack open that aspect of ourselves. So all of the CTC therapists are highly intuitive and able to sense where those blockages are for you and free you of them. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how to see auras. And let me tell you, everything I do is so simple. Everything I teach is simple. The CTC has been built on my belief that everything is simple, that we as humans, we overcomplicate everything. We believe our problems are huge, therefore we need a huge solution. Bring everything down to its simplest form, simple problem, simple solution, simple techniques, right? Everything I do is simple. So here goes. All you need to do to be able to see auras, I can see a little fuzzy bit of hair sticking out there. Okay, so all you need to do to see auras is first of all, step outside, and obviously you're going to do this during the day, but I want you to find a cluster of trees. Now, I start by teaching you how to see the aura of trees because it is not only a simple thing to do, but you can go from seeing the aura of trees to then focusing on a person and seeing their aura really quickly. Now, let me tell you something. The aura of trees, everybody's aura, energies, etc., it is always there. It doesn't just reveal itself for you now that you're paying attention. It's always there, but we can only ever see that which we vibrate at. So hence we see on a day-to-day basis, we see fairly dense matter. But when you raise your vibration, as you raise your vibration, you start to see things of that matching frequency. So you go outside, and I want you to be able to see off in the distance, so you're not standing really close to the tree, but off in the distance, a cluster of trees. Now you can do this with a single tree. It just seems to work a little bit better if there's a cluster of trees where you can actually see a tree line. So the first thing you'll do is look up towards the sky. So you can tilt your head right up if you like, or you can just hook your eyes up, but you're going to look up at the sky. And we know the number one rule, the quickest way for raising your vibration is to have an attitude of gratitude. So I want you to start by thinking about all the people in your life that you have so much gratitude for, the beautiful blue sky, the peace in our country, the beautiful shades of green in nature, your friends, your family, the support that you have. We all have so much to be grateful for. So I want you to think about all those things that you're grateful for, and very importantly, I want you to feel it, okay? So we need that head and heart alignment. So you're looking up towards the sky, you're focusing on gratitude, and you're softening your focus. Now, you're not going cross-eyed, but you're softening your focus. So it's a soft, your eyes start to get very heavy, but it's a soft focus. Things start to get a little bit fuzzy looking, defocused, and you will start to notice little squiggly lines, right? So you begin to see those squiggly lines, and then you'll start to see even more squiggly lines. That is the energy around the earth. So you focus on those lines for a moment. Again, continuing to have that attitude of gratitude. And then you're going to slowly lower that gaze. And you're not looking at the trees, but you're looking beyond the trees. So really important, you don't stare at the tree, but you're looking along the top of the tree line and beyond the trees. And the moment you do that, you'll start to see this haze. It's almost like all the trees are suddenly joined and connected, right? So you see this haze across the tree line. And then, if you continue working on gratitude, you'll start to see colour. Now, if you don't see colour straight away, you can simply ask, what colour is it? Now, what will often happen is that'll trigger a response. We ask a question, we get a response. So you can ask the question, you may see colour at that point. Work with it, practice it. It is so simple. And as I mentioned, the aura just doesn't suddenly appear for you. It was always there, but you can only see that which you vibrate at. Now, whilst holding that focus, holding that relaxed feeling, that relaxed sensation, you can then go inside. You can actually have a friend or family member stand against a plain wall, and you can, again, focus on gratitude, soften your focus and not look at the person, but beyond the person, especially around the head. Now, it's really easy to see about that much of the aura. As you start to see, look further out beyond the body, it becomes, if you imagine, maybe less pixeled. That's probably it. So there's imagine lots of pixels really close, and then as you extend your vision, it becomes less pixels, so you don't see it as clearly. So do practice that. And if you're wanting to see your own, I was actually going to give you one tip, but here I am giving two now. So I actually ran a 2-year intuitive awareness and development workshop, and oh my goodness, we had so much fun in that workshop. I taught lots of amazing tips, connecting with your guides, manifesting, lots of personal development, so many amazing exercises. The 2 years went so quickly. And so this has actually just come to mind, a second tip on seeing auras. Now, this is for your own aura, right? You want to do this in a room that is fairly dimly lit. You might do it in your bedroom when you go to bed at night, or sitting on the lounge. But what you're going to do is you're going to raise your arms, and you're going to basically be looking at your fingers with the ceiling as your backdrop. Now, we use the ceiling as a backdrop just to get rid of distraction, that's all, because everything else around us is fairly cluttered. And what you'll be doing is putting your fingers initially together, and you're going to slowly start to spread your fingers apart and back together. So it'll look like this. So if you're looking up at the ceiling, you're going to be looking at your fingers, and they're going to be doing this, right? And I don't know if you can already see it. I can actually see mine. Yeah. So what you'll see is you'll start to see an energy, a haze again, flicking, stretching between the fingertips. Bring your fingers together and apart, together and apart. So you'll be doing this, right, looking at the ceiling or towards the ceiling, and you'll stretch your fingers out and back together, out and back together, and you'll again start to see that haze, and that haze will appear in colour within maybe 15 seconds. Work with it, play with it, have some fun. Let me tell you, everybody has this ability. There isn't a single person that doesn't have this ability. We as adults have forgotten. It's one of the quickest ways to actually crack open your crown chakra and your third eye is through Reiki attunements. And I know in my Reiki 1 and 2 classes, they're full on, they're big days. We have Reiki 1 is 2 days, Reiki 2 is another 2 days. And especially in Reiki 2, we do some mind-blowing exercises around auras, but I'm specifically pushing you to crack open your intuitive abilities and to learn how to read energies. And everybody feels things differently. So I help you to understand what you're feeling, how you're feeling, and how to read what it is that you're seeing and feeling, and read people's bodies too. So lots and lots of fun. But look, guys, have fun with it. I would love to hear your experiences with what you see around trees, around friends, family. If you see colours, then you can simply just go to Google and Google what the colour means in somebody's aura. I'm not going to go into that sort of detail here in this video, but have fun with it. Feel free to share your experiences in the comments, private message me, but I'm here for you, and I look forward to catching up soon. Bye.